303-713-1043. Cecil, we've had a conversation all week about OTAs and a few things that we've been monitoring and are curious about as we get another week deeper into OTAs, then minicamp, and then a break in training camp. So a few of the things, if you want to recap what we've talked about, is Bo being better, no sophomore slump in year 2. Both of us feel good about that. We talked about RJ and the RBs, RJ Harvey and his role there, and we came to the conclusion yesterday that it seems like, and this could obviously change, but here, just a quick glimpse at things, it's RJ, Estime, and TBD after that.
It might not be.
Because of the second guy?
It's based on 1 day of practice, okay? So it's 1 day of practice, but there's some new information that we need to get out there about Devon Vele balling out and Jaleel McLaughlin not letting it go. I know that you and I have said many times we like Jaleel, but he's maxed out. He's not going to do any more than what he's currently done. He's maxed out his skill set. You respect him. He's college football's all-time leading rusher and coming from Youngstown State and before that Georgetown College. Like, the fact that dude's in the NFL is a testament to his work ethic and his desire to be great at football. Going over Andrew Mason's notes yesterday, he shared his notebook with me, and it was like Jaleel. And I know the way Mace watches practice because we watch so many together, and we're kind of similar in the way we watch it. He spends too much time with the damn punter and the stopwatch, but other than that, Mace and I watch practice somewhat similarly. And if I'm to just kind of relive it in my mind's eye, it's like Jaleel's not going to let it go. I talked to Mace yesterday. We did Orange and Blue today, and he's like, hey, before we go, Jaleel McLaughlin's not letting it go. He's not letting it go. Got more about Devon Vele coming up, but
love that.
McLaughlin, if he's gonna lose his job, he's not gonna go quietly.
Okay.
So again, 1 day of practice, no pads, all these sorts of things, and there were some highlights. Denver Broncos Twitter. There were some highlights of McLaughlin like catching passes, stuff that he wasn't as good at in the previous couple of seasons.
They didn't even try, really.
Yeah. So now they were trying, at least. And again, it's 1 day of practice, but I like the idea. And we talked to Mike Kliss yesterday, and Kliss told us, hey, Estime and McLaughlin are acting like they took a second-round running back, because they did.
Yeah, good.
So I think that's good news for this entire room, because it's RJ and the RBs. It sounds like an old soul group or something. Like, I listened to RJ and the RBs back in the 50s. But, like, they're not going away quietly. And I like the idea of that competition.
Okay. That's good to hear. I mean, that's what you want to hear out of a Jaleel McLaughlin. And maybe it was a wake-up call enough for both he and Audric Estime to perform at a higher level and actually contribute to a winning team and a winning organization for the Broncos. I still need to see a lot out of Jaleel McLaughlin. But everything we said last year about getting him in speed and space, we had the conversation through multiple weeks of last year's into the regular season of like, how are you not getting him the ball with just a linebacker on him outside of the hash marks and letting him go to work?
Yeah, it's because he wasn't trusted as a receiver. In pass protection, he knows the technique. He's just little.
Yeah.
And guys can run him over. You can have great technique and still get run over. You still get trucked out there.
Just a little guy.
Exactly. But, if he's improved as a receiver, improved as a route runner, he's the perfect Texas route guy. Again, cut out towards the sidelines and immediately cut back in towards the middle of the field. That play would work 10 times out of 10 with Jaleel McLaughlin if he could do it. Maybe, again, 1 day of practice. I'm not getting overly excited, but I'm kind of getting excited because he'd be perfect for that. In space on a linebacker, it's game over. And RJ Harvey, with limited reps, not yet getting the reps, kind of got to earn it, move up the depth chart, if you will.
I mean, hell, he made Bo Nix do that, the 12th pick in the draft. You don't think he's going to make RJ Harvey do it?
Yeah, he's definitely going to make him do that. But it's like RJ Harvey, we know the kid's a stud. We know that Sean Payton's going to prove himself right, as he often does. But I like the fact that Jaleel isn't just genuflecting or just kind of laying down and like, well, he's a second rounder. I'm just whatever. And I love that.
I do too. That's very nice to hear. I want to ask you about inside linebackers, health of inside linebackers, because the idea of Alex Singleton, Dre Greenlaw together sounds great. And if you said to me that 12 months ago, I'd be like, whoa. Hell yeah, I'll sign up for that. Both coming off of pretty big injuries, both getting a little long in the tooth. And then what's behind them is, again, Justin Trinad and Drew Sanders. And maybe Drew Sanders can be it. We know that Justin Trinad cannot be it. Great guy in the locker room, perfect for special teams, not a full-time inside linebacker, and we witnessed that a year ago. So that's something that now Singleton's not doing anything. He said we'll see in a few weeks. Let's see what minicamp brings
ahead of schedule.
Alex Singleton, but does say he's ahead of schedule. And we know that Dre Greenlaw's not going to do anything until training camp as a precautionary anyway. But I think that's something I really, really want to keep an eye on. Now, you have the benefit of Bo Lowry down there, but behind the starting inside linebackers could be trouble for the Denver Broncos.
Unless Drew Sanders comes through.
That's a big if.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big if.
Now, last year at the end of the year, Mace asked Vance Joseph about Drew Sanders, and VJ was a little contrary to Mace, which is odd. Who's going to be mean to Mace?
What did Mace do to anybody?
Exactly. But he's like, he's not an inside or an outside. He's a linebacker. Well, Sean Payton kind of set the record straight yesterday for sure.
This is what Sean said.
Well, the vision's clear. Inside linebacker, we think he's a pressure player. So obviously there's ways where you can pressure that guy from a stack position or to an outside position. But, yeah, he's doing well handling it.
All right, so he's doing well handling it. You're
Get
right.
that man some throat coat tea.
Yeah, Sean did do all right, my man. But you're right. He said there is no questions about who Drew is or what position he'll be.
Yeah.
He's an inside linebacker.
Yeah, and
that's better for Drew, too. Stop throwing so much stuff at the kid.
They've done this too many times. DeMarcus Walker, they messed him up. Justin Hollins, they messed him up. Baron Browning, they messed him up. Like, no, come in and pick a lane. You can't ride two horses with one ass, Sugar Plum. So I like the fact they're doing that with Sanders. Plus, again, Sternod, it just became too much when the Riley Moss injury happened. Sternod was okay, and then it's like Moss gets hurt, and then the entire defense falls apart, and Sternod gets picked on. Yesterday, he did bat down a screen pass, and him and Bo had a little moment. It was a cool moment.
Yeah.
Bo wasn't mad, but he didn't pick it off, but he batted it down. And one thing that Sternod couldn't do last year was sniff out those screen passes. You just screen them all day. So that, again, not getting too excited over one day of practice, but Sternod making some strides. They brought him back. He's going to be a four-phase special teamer. You like that. But making plays at inside linebacker, that's what he'll need to do, and he'll have an opportunity without Singleton. Singleton shouldn't practice in mandatory.
No. He should not.
Just save him. He shouldn't even play in the preseason games.
I agree with you.
Just save him. You'll be fine. Great hair. Get Singleton out there in week 1 against Tennessee.
Yep, that's the right play. 100% with you on that one. Let's keep this going. We talked about the players that can have a breakout season in 2025 on Thursday. So let's add a layer to that conversation and give you some names. Between Marvin Mims, Troy Franklin, Devon Vele, and Audric Estime. Not that they have a breakout season, but who of that group takes the bigger step to help the Broncos take